And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we march to the finish of Week 12 with a strong Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, it's Kamara again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In motion right, Olave. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Kamara will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Watson going to change the look here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now a play fake. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now it's Patterson. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kamara try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now Carr. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Palmer going in motion right. After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. at the 26-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
At the 26-yard line.
Cook now off the read option. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. After 1, it's 9-0. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Watson just beating the play clock. That is caught and snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Quick throw completed by Watson. Touchdown! Chris Godwin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 2. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Down the left sideline. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Here is 3rd down and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw, Watson. And complete, right side to Cook. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, Watson. Right back to Cook for another completion. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Godwin, the motion man.
To throw on second is Watson. That is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 31 yards. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Watson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st down, Saints.
Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A give to Kamara running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Kamara up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Carr to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40.
First down, Saints.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And now here is another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They run again on first down, Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
And, my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Evans in motion.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Get down.
Now Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. There's the stiff arm. And he's got this down to the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 14.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
On the tackle. A gain of 14.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's second and inches at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, 7:34.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Carr going to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
93.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And Watson's going to throw it here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together,